Hey, I want to talk about this dream I had the other day. It was like it was like no other. I don't ever remember having a dream like this in my life. Okay, so what happened was it was a huge mothership. I'm talking like the size of bigger than a bigger than an Empire State Building. Let's just put it like that. All right, bigger than any building I've ever seen in my life. As it descended, it was coming down real slow, like this, right? I was going across this little bridge right here. Imagine this is the bridge, this is me walking. La, 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 la. I look behind me, boom, a mothership descending. It went right about here. It didn't touch the bridge. And then it just began to let off little vehicles one at a time. Different types of vehicles. Different types of spacecrafts were being released, just coming out. It was like a big, it kind of like opened up, and this something like, it looked like something out of Star Wars. Serious. I wasn't scared for whatever reason. I was just like, oh shoot. I just looked at it and I was like, okay. So imagine, this is the bridge right here, right? Let me show you. Like, imagine that's the bridge. I'm looking behind me, right? I'm going this way, all right? Imagine I'm going across the bridge, and then, boom, a spacecraft, huge spacecraft appears right where that tree is, and begins to release other. Now, as they were coming out the ship, right? They were just coming out. They were coming actually towards me, all right? But I just kind of like stepped out the way, right? I stepped out the way so they could pass me by, and as I stepped out the way, there was like some kind of like crevice inside the bridge. I don't know how to explain it, but imagine the bridge is going like this, but there was little areas where you could kind of just like cubby holes, right? So I went inside one, and as I went inside one cubby hole on the bridge, right? A woman up here, she just came out of nowhere. I don't even know. I didn't see her before the ship appeared. I don't even know. Maybe she came off the ship. I don't know. But she had, I believe her mother was with her, right? Her mother was with her, and I believe she had a sibling also. So it was like two other people, and she just kind of like, as the ships were passing, she was like, oh, okay, she just came inside my cubby hole with me, and she was standing right here, right up, like, honestly, there was no room for another person, so she just kind of like squeezed in. It was only room for two people, and she was just like right here, right next to me, and she was facing her mom. She was like kind of like talking to her moms, and then she turned around and she smiled at me. And when she smiled at me, she began to talk to me about these tattoos that were on her fingers. On one finger, I remember saying, yeah, this is my flag. And she was showing one finger that had a Trinidad flag. Then the second finger, I believe it was these two fingers. I don't recall exactly which. I know it wasn't the pinky, it wasn't the thumb, but it was one of these two. One of these three. I mean, two of these three, right? So she was showing me the design. It was painted in black. And she told me actually that somebody painted it on her finger. And I was like, okay, that's cool. And as she was explaining it to me about flags, she was basically saying that's what she is. Kind of like, I guess she was telling me this is my nationality. She's kind of like let me know more about herself. And she was pretty. She was beautiful. And at that point, me and her didn't really even, we weren't really focused on the ship at that point. We were just kind of like chilling, like, yo, let them go past. Just like you don't really pay attention to traffic, right? Traffic just goes by you. You ain't really like focusing on every single car that's going by. You just like doing your thing, right? So, what else happened? I mean, I can't remember that much more at this point. I did write down the dream. I would probably have to read my book to get all the details. But shortly before that, I was traveling with some bikers. And all of the bikers were, I don't know if we were just like, yeah, we were leaving a situation. I don't know if we were leaving a particular city. We were just like going to a different area. We knew something was about to go down, and we were kind of like, or something had went down, and we were just trying to like find our way to the next destination. Actually, let me get my book and read.